Okay, fourth grade student, we're back again in Science 4. It is about chapter 2 and lessons 1. Okay, we will talk about habitat. Okay, let's get started. Okay, the first one is about the meaning of habitat. Okay, as we know, habitat is the natural home or environment of plant, animal, and other organisms. Okay, and then in habitat provides the animal with some kinds of things such as food, water, home or shelter for them to stay. Okay, and then the next one we will learn about habitat states. Okay, the first one we have organism, and then populations and community. And the last one is habitat. Habitat is a place for them to stay. Okay. Okay, the first one we will learn about the meaning of organisms, okay? Living things are called as organisms, okay? Individual living things like one kangaroo, one fish, one cat, one dog or other animals. The organism is just one type of animal or plant is called as organism. So if there's just one, it's called as organisms, okay? The next one we will learn about populations. Okay, populations means a group of organisms of the same kind that live together and reproduce in the same place. It is called as populations. Okay, as we know, organisms cannot live alone or they seldom live alone. They usually live with others of the same kind nearby and in the same place. Okay, if you want to find some populations, you need to find same animal in one place. Okay. The next one we will learn about community. Okay. As we know, the meaning of community is different populations of plant and animal in habitat. Okay. The organism within a community interact with one another. As you can see in the picture, we can find populations of zebra, elephant, and deer is live together. When they live together, it's called as community. Okay. Here we also have some plants, so they can live together and interact with each other. Okay. The next one we have habitat. Okay. As I said before, habitat is the place where an organism lives. Okay. Besides they live with other community, they also live with non-living things such as water, soil, air, light, and minerals. Okay. Okay, that's all about habitat stage. Now we will continue our material about types of habitat. Okay. As we know, there are many types of habitat in the world. They can be huge, like desert, mountain, and then oceans and etc. And then it is also can be small habitat like pond, garden, and etc. Okay, we will start with the huge habitat. The first one we have desert. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this is called desert. Deserts are very hot and dry. There are not many animals and plants there. There are a lot kinds of cactus. You can find many kinds of cactus in deserts. Okay, and as you need to know, desert animals are nocturnal. They sleep during the day and hunt when the desert is cool. Okay. The next habitat is forest. Okay. Forest is a place where there is a lot of trees and plants and a big variety of animals because there is plenty of water. Forest animals are easily to find their food there. Okay, as you can see on the screen, here are some examples of animals that you can find in forest. Okay, the next one we will learn about rainforest. Okay, in rainforest, the conditions are very wet. Okay, because it is rain every day, and then there are a million of plants and animals like the tree there are giant or big. Okay, As you can see on the screen, here are the examples of animals that we can find in rainforest. Okay, the next one we have Arctic and Antarctic. Okay, Arctic and Antarctic are very cold places where snow is on the ground most of the year. Arctic is near the North Pole and Antarctic is near the South Pole. When the winter happens for a long time, it's time for immigrant animals to find foods in this place. Okay, here are the example of Arctic and Antarctic animal. Okay, we can find walrus, seal, polar bear, Arctic fox, reindeer, moose, penguin, slow owl, and Arctic dog. Okay. The next one we will learn about savanna. Savanna is a hot grassland where there is just a few trees. We cannot find a lot of trees, but just a little bit. Okay, as you can see on the screen, here are the examples of animals that you can find in savanna. Okay, the next one we have mangrove. Mangrove, as you can see on the screen, is a reserve of small trees that grows in coastal saline or breakers water. Okay, you can find in several beach that planted by these kinds of plants. Okay, here are the examples of animals that you can find in mangrove. The first one we have crocodile, and lizard, and also crab. Okay, the next one we will learn about mountain. Okay, mountain is a large landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area. Okay, so mountain is the most largest or huge habitat for some animal. Okay, as you can see on the screen, here are the examples of animal that we can find in mountain. Okay, and then we will continue to the small habitat. The first one we have pond. Okay, as we know, pond is an area filled with water and then either natural or artificial. And then the size of pond is smaller than a lake. Okay, as you can see on the screen, here are the example of animals that you can find in the pond. For example, you can find duck, goose, snail, frog, and then turtle, and also fish, and also some kind of water plant. Okay, the last one we have garden. Garden is a place where a plant place, usually outdoors, set aside for the display, cultivations, or enjoyment of plants and other forms of nature. We can usually find garden in front of our house, near our house, or just a small kind of plant that grow near our house. It's called garden. Okay, and then this on you can see on the screen, here are the example that you can find. Here are the example of animal that you can find in garden. Okay, you can find dragonflies, circular, butterfly, bee, spider, snail, bug, or a mosquito. Okay, that's all about our material today. We learned about habitat, so I hope you understand about the material. Thank you. See you next week.